So, in celebration of Resident Evil's 20th anniversary, it's 20 years of life, bringing us insane, undead, and crazy biological attacky things trying to cut your head off. Uh, I figured that I would go over some memories from this crazy franchise that has scared the crap out of me on multiple occasions. Um, there are people who are gonna sit up and say, "Oh, well, Resident Evil's not scary. They're perp," because they got to make themselves feel better. Man, fuck them people. Resident Evil was freaking crazy, and it was fully capable of scaring anyone because the shit was ridiculous. Uh, dogs coming out of windows and like fucking zombies that ain't dead when they fall. They're just waiting for you to come over so that they can fucking bite at your ankles and all this other shit. And it wasn't even like this Walking Dead shit where it's just like, oh, well, one bite and you're dead. No. No. We had motherfucking soldiers. Okay? Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, fucking soldiers. They took bites and then they shoved them off. They said, fuck you, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I mean, at the same time, they weren't dealing with swarms because, this was PlayStation 1. But still, they could take bites and keep going. But there's a big divide, and there's a reason why only one of my memories comes from the last three games, the numbered games. And that's because, number one, I didn't play 6. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I saw what was going on in 6. I saw the gameplay style and what they were trying to achieve with it and all of the fucking motorcycle helicopter shit. And I was like, nah, I think I'm going to be all right if I sit this one out. But I did play 5. Played a lot of 5. I thought 5 was really cool. And my first memory, actually, comes from 5. Resident Evil 5 was a grand experiment that I thought worked. It was there where Resident Evil 1 was basically saying to all of you people who talk shit during horror movies, how do you really react when you're put in the scenario? If that was 1, 5 was like, okay, you want to talk all that shit? We'll let you and your buddy get on these things and fucking do what you do. So 5 was interesting. 5 was not survival horror in the sense that the first 3, little bit of 4 was. It was an action game with survival horror elements in it, from time to time. But instead of survival horror where it's like, what the fuck am I finna do? Like, survival horror is when you're sitting in a save room and you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck am I gonna do when I get out of this room, and how the fuck am I gonna do it? Like, how am I gonna deal with this problem? I got like 3 bullets. I got a whole lot of ammo that I don't want to use. Like, really good ammo. Like, I want to save that for the shit that bullets can't handle. But then, if I use that on the regular shit, I'm gonna fucking die. And now, we got motherfuckers breaking down doors and running. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like when you're in a save room and all of that is going through your brain, that is survival horror. Okay? What 5 was like, yo, We about to go fuck these motherfuckers up. Grab the life, grab the weapon. We about to go fuck them up. So me and my friend Dion, we took the 5 and we fucked some shit up. And shit got scary in the sense to where it wasn't like what's down that hallway scary. It was more like, when the fuck is this fight gonna end? How many of these motherfuckers do we gotta kill? How many are gonna be coming out of damn walls and the ceilings? And oh shit, there's a boss and I have no ammo. Like, that was 5's type of fear, and it was amazing at what it did. It was really cool. And the first memory that I have specifically is from that very game, and it's what we thought was the end wasn't the end, but there's a point where you have to fight the last boss, Albert Wesker, and you're in this weird, I don't really know what you'd call it, but you're kind of outside, and there are like these girders, and you can climb up and like hang out in the girders, or you can fight them on like this big ground, like the big stage on the ground type of thing. And by then, me and my friend had already established this aesthetic where I'm the sniper and he's got like a shotgun and like really high powered weaponry up in his face. He's got all the health and all that shit. He's just all up on him, trying to like dodge shit and punch him, like that sort of shit. And I'm off in the back popping him in the ear, right? Like that's the type of setup that we've had. So I'm like, oh shit, there's a ladder? I'm gonna go up this thing. So I go up the ladder and Wesker's fighting him. Like, he's playing Chris and I'm playing Sheva. And I love Sheva. But anyway, so he's fighting him down on the floor, right? And I go climb up to the girders and all that shit, and I'm sitting there and I got my sniper rifle out and I'm watching the fight happen, right? And they're doing what they do. He's going at Wesker. Wesker's going at him, doing all this, warping all over the place and all this other shit. And I'm getting a few shots in, right? I think I hit him in the temple one good time. And Wesker, without dialogue. Oh, shit. Okay, I think we might have had a issue with the thing. But anywho, like I was saying, Wesker got popped in the temple, and without any kind of dialogue at all, in his own way said, fuck this, and just vanished, right? So I'm looking around, I'm still in the sights, And then I come out of the sights because I'm trying to like get a wider view. And I look to my left, and he's just coming. Like, he's just walking at me. He's up where I am, walking at me. And I'm telling you, a sound left my face where, like, I don't even know if it was words. It was just like, oh, this shit, oh, the fuck, the shit, fuck. Like, it was crazy. Like, that was the most freak the fuck out kind of moment. I turned, I tried to run, he started whooping my ass. It was it was so hilarious. It was so hilarious. He fucking all right, so that, I mean, we went on to beat the game and all that stuff, but just that moment where he became a real fucking problem. That's one of my memories that I'm just always it's my favorite memory from that game. And we made a few, but that was gold to me. I thought it was awesome. The second was basically the game telling me not to be feeling myself too hard. So I got some friends over in my house, right? This is back when I lived with my mom. And I'm playing the GameCube remake of the very first Resident Evil, right? And I'm just playing it because I'm playing it because I've been playing it like every fucking day since it came out, just about, because I was totally obsessed with that game. I got to the point where I could beat the game without even fucking trying. Like, I was just running past shit. I was being sarcastic. I was being an asshole. And I'm just over here playing around, just, messing. And my friends come over and they're looking at me play it. And they're just like, man, I ain't never beat this game. I don't know what the story is. I was like, oh, you don't? I was like, you want to see it? He's like, what you talking about? I'm like, do you want to see it? I will sit down right now and I will beat this whole game start to finish. You can see the whole damn story if you want to. Do you want to see it? He's like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, for real. I will sit here, right here. I'll beat this whole damn game. I won't die. I will not fail anything. I will kick everything's ass. Or I just run past it because they ain't worth it. Do you want to see this game? He was like, all right, man, sure, shit. Because, we spent hours at each other's houses back in the day. So I had the time. It's not like I was speed running the shit. Like, I wasn't on that level as far as like maps and shit. Like, I still ain't. But I knew how to beat that game. And so I'm just playing. I'm dealing with shit. Everybody was, the guys I was hanging with were just like, hey, man, that zombie's already on the ground. Why that zombie on the ground? I'm like, you'll see. You'll see. It's some old bullshit is what it is. You'll see. Now, this game was back in the day, but not super back in the day because it had an extreme level of polish because it was a remake. The primary thing to me that makes it a remake outside of the character models, I've seen the first Resident Evil be played a good deal, and I've seen a lot of the rooms, and I've seen the difference. The major difference between the original Resident Evil and the remake is that somebody looked at the walls on the original Resident Evil and was just like, that shit's boring as hell. Put shit on the walls. Because I'm telling you, any room you go into, there's shit all over the walls. There's like windows that don't work. They're fucking just piles of fucking potions and shit. Like, there's just shit all over the place. You can't do anything with the shit. It's just there to make the wall not look like a big ass bright blue checkerboard green pattern wall that doesn't do anything. So it makes it look like there's shit when there isn't shit, And that's cool, but it's just like they're the same damn walls, but it's fine. It's fine. So, that and the whole Lisa Trevor shit. But yeah, so I'm going through the game. I'm going through it. And I'm just doing my thing, And then we come to one of the fucking downed zombies. Fucker gets up and starts running. Freaks my friends out. Because it is complete bullshit. Like, the whole idea behind Crimson Heads is bullshit. And until you need to deal with one. There is nothing that can prepare you for that moment when you first see one, because it is bullshit. You are used to Resident Evil zombies. The extent to Resident Evil zombie trickery is as follows. You shoot the fucker, it falls. You think it's dead. You go to pass it up. It grabs you on the ankle and tries to bite your ankle. That's the most that they fucking do. On this shit, I don't even, I think the game explains it to you, and I still don't understand. On this game, you can drop them or not. Sometimes you'll leave them standing just in the hopes that they won't do the Crimson Head bullshit. And then you'll just come into the room and they'll just be down anyway, because fuck you. You're not going to be avoiding Crimson Heads. It's not going to happen. So what happens is, if there's a downed zombie that, I don't know, gets enough rest, I don't fucking know. It gets up, turns red, its head starts smoking, its hair does like this short haired Super Saiyan shit where it just gets all spiky and goes back. Instead of lumbering after you like other zombies do, the fucker runs. And instead of trying to bite you, it fucking punches at you. Like, I mean, for real, wind back punches. Trying to just take your head off. They're faster than you are. And they can just punch the shit out of you and like knock you the fuck out and try and kill you. They didn't see that coming. I did. So that fucker got up, ran at me. I knew which direction the punch was coming from. I ran around the other way. It whiffed. I ran around it and went through the door. Then I gave him a minute to be like, to understand the gravity of what the fuck happened. Because they make new sounds. They come at, they come after you on some ridiculous level shit, right? And so I'm dealing with that, right? So I'm dealing with the Crimson Heads. They're fucking running up on me. I'm running past them. I don't give a shit. They ain't nothing. I'm running past stuff. I'm doing stuff in other sections, like the little shack and like all this other kinds of shit. And I'm like, man, I'm not going to save because I'm just going to beat the game. Right. So the game was like, go fuck yourself. Bam. Power outage. The salt. It was long before the people on the internet and in the fighting game community coined the phrase the salt. But at that point in my life, I believe that was the time when I felt the salt. I was so salty that I didn't save. And because I had gotten so far, and at that time I was just like, well, it's about time to go anyway. And we just left. And I left with the salt. There were mounds of salt on my shoulders. The whole way to the next destination was just salt. Because I couldn't even, I could have saved. I could have saved plenty of fucking times. I just didn't. I just fucking didn't. Because I was the shit. And I was like, I know I'm the shit. And the salt flowed. And anyway, I'm going to go to the next memory, the final memory that I'm going to be sharing about this. And it's ironic that it's the third memory because it's from Resident Evil 3. And this absolutely happened, and I am not too grown to admit or too ashamed to admit that this happened. With Resident Evil 3, I'm gonna say this slowly so that you understand, so that you get it, and you don't think I'm trying to mumble and get past some shit. Resident Evil made me run upstairs to my mother. And I didn't exactly tell her why I did. I gave her the vague description as to why, because she wouldn't have fully understood what happened. Because, like, she honors and respects my love for gaming, but she does not participate. So she wouldn't have fully got it, but she knew how it made me feel, and that was enough. So I'm in my room. I'm sitting up close to the TV. I don't even fucking know why. I think that was the first mistake. Like, I should have been fucking back. But I was not. I was right up on the TV. And I'm playing this shit, and I'm going through it. And I didn't own the game. I believe I was renting it or borrowing it from a friend or something. But I'm playing this shit, and I'm dealing with Nemesis, right? I'm not fighting him. I'm running away from him. He's really trying to kick my ass, right? But I'm managing with the health and with the dodging and all that shit. I'm dealing, you know. I'm getting him off me long enough for me to deal with what I need to do. I'm in the police station. Okay. Let me just back up a bit. Resident Evil 3 is the last in the numbered series where there are fixed camera angles. And what I mean by fixed camera angles is the camera is not with your character. The camera is somewhere in a corner, and you just watch your character move around in the room. Now, with that comes rules that Resident Evil that Resident Evil would take care to break over time. So at first it was zombies couldn't go through doors. So when you went through a door, you were safe on the other side from that particular room's zombies. And at least in the Resident Evil remake, they broke the fuck out of that rule. In the first game, I believe they broke the rule by hunters and I think maybe one or two zombies being able to come through doors that weren't being shown. Like if the door was invisible, because they didn't have the power in the console to show the doors being open. In the remake, they said fuck all that, and I saw some shit. Like this one enemy type called hunters show up, and they're like big ass, they're like frog lizard people. Like if you took a person and was like, okay, you're gonna be a frog lizard but still kind of humanish and just really short, that would be a hunter with like claws and shit. These fuckers would knock doors off, like in the remake, because they had so much more power and the game was so much prettier. They did shit with the doors. Like they still had the load screen door thing, but that was just to set a mood, you know. And this fucker knocked the door off the hinges and just ran in the room trying to kill you. Like they would do crazy shit like that, right? So I'm playing Resident Evil 3. And I'm in the police station. And they already established that this fucker is crazy, right? He doesn't give a fuck about any of the classic established rules. Okay? I went in the police station. I thought I was safe. I went in to investigate like some locker room or some shit. Dude just came in the door like, go fuck yourself. And just shot a rocket at me. He was like, fuck you. You gotta die. Blasted a rocket dead at me. That's not the memory. Because that's not what sent me running. There was a room, he came in the room and he was still chasing me and he hit me with the rocket launcher like it was a damn police baton. And then he blasted a rocket at me and I went in, activated the door, like moving through the door animation just as the rocket was flying at my character's face. So I got saved at that point. That's not the memory. I'm running around. I get to this part where I'm talking on a radio, like a radio out to somebody, right? And I fucking go downstairs. Like I come out of the room and I look around if everything's safe. I come to the stairs and I went to come up. There's a save room right there. I'm going to save. I come down the stairs and the camera is looking from above the wall that's across from the stairs. So I'm looking at my character. My character is facing me. My character Jill is facing me. She's running down the stairs. I hit the bottom of the stairs. I turn. Nemesis comes crashing out of the window that is beneath where the camera is and pushes me down as he lands. The camera switches to show the broken window, him towering over me, and me getting to my feet. I turn, run in the save room, and then I went upstairs. Because, first of all, things that aren't on the screen have never, like, that has always been territory that has not been touched in the Resident Evil. Like, if it was, like, not the door thing, but I mean, if it was something that the camera, like something that was behind the camera, like, or something that was beneath the camera or something like that, then stuff wouldn't come through it. Like when stuff came through windows on the original Resident Evil, you could see the windows. And you saw what came crashing through it, and you dealt with it. This shit couldn't even see the window in the screen. There was no way I was going to know that was coming. I ran in that room, I saved, I turned that shit off. I turned that shit off and I went upstairs to my mom. My heart was racing because I was so freaked out because I was like, this motherfucker is cheating. This motherfucker is cheating. To this day, I have never beat that game. I don't remember if I beat 2. I actually don't think I did, but I think that was because 2 was a rental. I don't think 2 ever made me say, fuck this shit. I beat the first one by beating the remake because I never played the first one long enough to solve the puzzles to beat it. Puzzles stopped me from 1. 2, I forget. 3, I know I didn't beat. 4, I beat multiple times. 5, I beat multiple times. 6 I never played. So that's my lay of the land as far as this series is concerned. And I am very grateful that this series exists. I wish them the best of luck in creating further installments. I hope. Oh shit! And I forgot I beat Resident Evil 0 as well. I did beat that. That came out around the time of the Resident Evil remake, and I played that because it was kind of similar in look, and I wanted to know what happened before what happened in the remake that I was just obsessively playing. But I didn't like that one as much because I felt like I was babysitting playable characters, and it was annoying having to go and save people because they're in rooms and that sort of shit. But I have, more than I haven't, I gotta say that I have enjoyed the franchise. I hope that they go back to trying to scare me instead of trying to thrill me. But yeah, like aside from that, I want to wish Resident Evil a happy 20th. It's almost drinking age. I'm pretty sure that the series over the years has caused a lot of creators and customers to do a good deal of drinking. But yeah, just I wish nothing but the best for the franchise. I love those characters, and I just want to see more of them. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Happy birthday, RE.